So I felt it was necessary to make a Corona update. Has been, I think, a year since I didn't do a video on Corona. And I think it's important to reflect. Again, we know in Judaism, we understand that we cannot progress and become better if we don't examine and try to understand what is happening, what has happened, and we don't change. We need to take the lesson about it, right? One of the things that I think people are losing during this whole Corona pandemic that we're still suffering from is that we start to be so worried about the vaccine, no vaccine debate that we forget what is the main message. My take on it is that the only one that can heal us, the only one that can save us is God Himself, right? Understanding that you can have a vaccine and you can, even if you have the vaccine, you still get sick. And, and there's the Delta variant and, vaccine, no vaccine, the immune system. At the end, the only one who can heal you is God. All the medicine, all the doctors are ways to access God's healing. One of the way to access God's healing. That's probably the best way to put it. It's not the only way. The best way is God Himself. And I think most people wouldn't be as stressed and worried if they had belief in God. It's the first time in history where the world is united on the level that it is now with the internet. And now, in a way, the pandemic has made us closer. And I really feel that it's God telling the people, you gotta all unite and you all gotta rely on each other and you gotta trust each other. And we see that unity is being broken because of this whole pandemic thing. We don't know anymore who to trust. We don't know anymore who, what's the right thing to do. And the opinions are really extreme, right? We absolutely should take the vaccine or should absolutely not take the vaccine. So I think that it is important to not get lost in that. Understand that the message of the pandemic is we need to create trust and unity within the world. We need to destroy all the conspiracies that are or all the build-up of people who try to control us, and get rid of all the lies. This Corona is going to break down society. We're going to see a major breakdown. And again, this is part of the war of Gog and Magog, the war of destroying evil, because clearly, as the Zohar says, at the end of time, it is the leaders of the nations and within the Jewish people itself who are corrupted and need to be cleaned out. So there's a lot to go through, because this decontamination, this cleansing process is going to be painful, because all the people we trusted in before now cannot be trusted. And so it's going to be in the hands of the people to fight the leaders and to fight the heads of the people who are the corrupted leaders. When it says when Moshiach comes, the nations are going to join Moshiach, and even more than the Jews themselves at the beginning. Why? Because the revolution has started. A lot of people realizing that we have been all duped, all from conspiracy, from religions, but mostly from leaders who want to take control, leaders who want power. And it says that the exile, redemption would start from France and then go on forward in the world. And this is hard to understand why the seed of redemption has started in France. I believe it's because France represents that French Revolution, where every nation has a quality that is unique to it, and that is a reflection of the beauty of the Jewish people, but a full expression of it. Again, the Jewish people and the non-Jews are like one entity split in two, like male and female, and they need to work together. However, there is the snake who attacked Eve, which is the leaders that attacked the nations, take care of the nation, the leaders who prevented the nation from receiving the Torah at the time of Mount Sinai, and that's all the people who want to join are now converting or being Noachites or joining the Jewish people nowadays, and this is really what's gonna happen at the end. Is that France is gonna push that revolution. We know already is the yellow jackets, right? The Gilets jaunes in France, and there's already a revolution there happening on some level, and it's spreading throughout Europe and Australia and America. That mentality of we the people, we're not going to let ourselves being, stepped on by the leaders. So I think it's very important to understand that Corona, whatever is the message, is part of the step for the redemption. As we know, before redemption, there's going to be a lot of destruction, a lot of death, we don't want it to be that way, but it's part of a renewal. Just like someone is reincarnated, he needs a death and a renewal, like the phoenix. So Hashem is cleansing the world, saving the souls that are because it says at the end of time, God is going to remove some holy souls so that they don't experience the destruction and all the suffering of the end of time. So we hope there will be no more suffering, but right, there's a cleansing process, and the people who suffered and died through Corona, we don't understand why. There's the holy people who die and the evil people who die. Both die because we don't understand the way God runs the world, and there's a cleansing process, but everything is for our good. That's the challenge, to be able to see that it's all good at the end. We have to do our job. Doesn't mean we should be insensitive. It is painful. Emotionally, we should, have empathy for the terrible pain and suffering that almost every family or a friend has experienced. Everybody experienced some death within their family or friend circle. So everybody is touched. God is saying, wake up. We are coming closer to the process, and you need to wake up. There needs to be a change. I'm shaking up the world, shaking up the soul, shaking up life, and we need to start asking. All of us, we need to start speaking to God and ask God, please save us, please show us the way, please God, let me have a deeper relationship with you so I can understand you, I can live a life that is meaningful and purposeful, and be part of those who bring the redemption. So that's really, I think, what we need to reassess, rethink, reconsider in our approach to the whole thing. Because debates, there are thousands of debates, but what are we truly doing and learning from it? If we don't learn from Corona, it's going to get worse. Again, that's how it's always happened. God sends warning, God sends challenging thing, and here it's definitely a call of, there's only one healer, there's only one source. Wake up. You won't understand, you can't control it. Leaders are trying to control you. So don't rely on the leaders of society, negative leaders. Rely on God and create a revolution so that all the evil leaders are destroyed. That's, I think, what the main message is, and I feel it's important to reflect, since last time we spoke. So hopefully that has give you some clarity and some help in facing the future years, who are going to be pretty intense.